Welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily on City TV. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. And as we mentioned earlier, today is International Women's Day, so we're celebrating all things women. And I have with me, before I even introduce them, we'll be talking about women's income, especially as we get older. How do we ensure that women are financially stable so that they can live the rest of their lives really achieving all the things that they set out to do? So if you have any questions or contributions to the conversation we'll have, please use the hashtag BreakfastDaily, and our WhatsApp line is 0550-585832. I have with me Madam Rosina Akrofi, who's the Deputy Corporate Affairs Manager at the National Pensions Regulatory Authority, as well as Mr. Sakib Nazir, who's the Chief Executive Officer of People's Nations. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both doing?
Inspirations. Yeah, good, by His grace.
Let me start with you, Madam. What does this day mean to you, Women's Day?
Wow, Women's Day is a great day for me, especially, and all other women, I think. I can only set my mind to one thing, which was said by Eleanor Roosevelt. He said that women are like tea bags, and you wouldn't know how strong they are until you put them in hot water. So women can do a lot, okay? So we are made so special. I'm passionate when I speak about women. We are so special, especially made, and we have to know our worth in society because we are key to the making of society, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
People's Pension.
Yes.
Apologies.
Thank you.
Tell us the importance of thinking about the financial well-being of women, especially on this day.
Thank you very much. People's Pension is set up to create a better tomorrow, and that's a better tomorrow for everyone. And for us, it's very important that the disparity between men and women be reduced, and that women have the right place in society and the right income at the point of retirement. So that's one of our big ambitions, one of our big hopes, that we can help create a better tomorrow for men and women.
At what point should we start thinking about our pension as women?
Wow. From the day you start, if you are a formal person, from the day that you set foot in the workplace, your first day of work, and there should be a time that we should, even when we go on interview panels, we should be able to ask about our pensions. It is very, very relevant. Again, for our women, majority of us that are in the informal sector, I mean, whatever you do, be ye selling pure water from convenience shop to anything you do, you should start today thinking about your retirement. So I like the theme for this year's Women's Day, choose to challenge. Women, we must challenge ourselves today.
Okay, let me come to you. What's the difference between the status of men when they are going through pension and women, especially in Ghana?
We find a big difference, and that's a difference that we really want to highlight, and a difference that hopefully we can all work together to close. The challenge is that women, unfortunately, have smaller pensions, and yet when they retire, they are living longer, right, and have more to spend. And so the disparity between the earning and the spending at the point of retirement is quite big. And so one of our big objectives is not only to have a better life at the point of retirement and at the point that you are enjoying your pension, but to help you have a better life now, to help you earn more, help you upgrade your life, to learn new skills, to learn about financial literacy, how to plan, how to save, how to, whatever work you're doing, how to do it a little bit better so that you can earn a bit more and save a bit more, so that at the point of retirement, you have a little bit more pension to enjoy your life at that point.
So you say we should save a bit more. Now, Madam Akrofi, let me come to you. In our context, every weekend there's a funeral, there's a wedding. Even when you make up your mind that I'm going to save this amount, somebody will call you and tell you about their problems. And then before you know it, you've run out of the money. How do we begin this habit of actually saving?
Oh, wonderful. How do we begin this habit of savings. I mean, nothing is small in terms of investment and savings. It is said that little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So nothing is small. Don't look at your little beginnings. The cloth that you have to buy to go for the funeral, how much is it? Okay, that's Uber you have to pick to that outdooring or the wedding. Those dresses you need to buy, even the accessories for the wedding, how much is it? So you need to make conscious effort to start saving something. Nothing is small. People normally think that you need to get so much before you can start investing. No. You can save even at 1 cedi a day. And thanks to people's pension, they have made it so good for them to do that. Okay, so if you're listening to us, it is time for you to start saving now. Challenge yourself. Don't think about those things you wear just that. No. Challenge yourself to it that I need to make a conscious effort to start saving for my future. Yes.
Mr. Nasir, how does People's Pension practically help us make savings part of our daily or monthly habits?
Great, thank you. As Rosina said, first of all, small drops make a mighty ocean. And so we have built technology that will help you save little amounts regularly over time. So whether it's daily or weekly or monthly, whatever little amount that you can save automatically from your mobile money or from your bank account, we're happy to help you save it. The second thing is not to save first and then spend. Often people want to spend and then save whatever is left. It will never happen.
Wait,
like
say
you said,
that again. We're supposed to save first
and
before
then
we
spend the rest.
We don't spend what we have and then save the change. No.
Exactly, no.
Why?
So when you receive whatever income you have, make up your mind that this is how much I'm going to save first and put it aside. Then the rest you can spend.
But
if
what do
you
you do when
receive-
someone calls you after that to ask?
Well, if you've already saved, then you don't have, unfortunately. And you have to look after yourself also first, right? We can't look after the whole world. And you have to put your priorities right.
Sure.
You know, and life is becoming very difficult. In the old days, society was there to help us, and life is moving so fast.
Yeah.
You know, at the point of retirement, at that point now, no one is your friend.
But Madam Rosina, we're of this knowledge, especially within our context, that
Okay.
especially for women, you give yourself to your children, your grandchildren, everybody, and then when you're older, they take care of you. It's almost as if we feel entitled to it. We are not in an environment where people are so individualistic that when their parents are old, they just take them to a home to figure themselves out. How deadly is it for us to operate with such a notion that I don't have to save because my children and grandkids will take care of me when I'm older?
Wow. It is something that we need to change even today. We need to change that notion because it doesn't work any longer. If I just look at it, when even your child that you have taken care of has completed university and starts work, I mean, the next moment, he or she is thinking about marriage, getting a partner. And then after getting a partner, they're looking at, having a wedding and looking
having
at
kids.
2 kids and taking care of the kids and so on and so forth. So the list is endless. So you cannot. Those were the agrarian days where people live next door and then a younger person can just come and say that, oh, grandma or grandpa, I have prepared some banku and pepper. Let me, I brought you a little. And grandma, I want to go and wash my clothes at the riverside. So let me have yours and then I can wash for you. You can't get that kind of living anymore. We are gradually becoming more than a nuclear, family system. So this kind of way of living and thinking that someone might take care of you doesn't exist any longer. Even your kids cannot do it because they themselves need to fend for themselves and not, thinking so much about you. They also have kids. When you were taking care of them, you were saying, oh, my kids, and that was your priority. When they also grow, they'll also revert to that same system and be saying, my kids, they are the priority. So we have to all organize something for ourselves so that tomorrow when our kids are able to provide, it's even questionable. With that child you are looking forward to thinking that that child is your social security. Do you know that child will leave, and come and meet you? Who knows?
Yeah.
As the guy says, the leaves, literally, I'll interpret it this way. The fresh leaves also pluck, and the dry ones the same. So you cannot put a finger on it and say that my child would definitely come and look after me. You cannot predict that.
Yeah.
So we have to prepare ourselves. And then when our family comes in or our children comes in, they can also support us halfway. So we have to take the initiative. Choose to challenge.
Choose to challenge.
Yes.
How is this crucial, especially if you're challenging women to be more empowered, to be more confident, to go after what they want, even after they've retired?
I think, as Rosina has added again, and I pray that we all have, wonderful futures ahead of us and have wonderful times with our families, our children, our grandchildren. But why be dependent on anyone? Why not be in control of your own life, of your own destiny, even at that point in your life? Why not? Why have to wait for anyone? And it's important to start doing it now. As I look ahead, I see my mother, I see my wife and my sister, and then coming ahead, I see my daughter, and I want a better life for them also. I want them to also be in control of their lives at any point in their lives. I want them to be successful. I want them to be contributing to society. I want us all to contribute to society, and that's why it's very important that women take their rightful place and push this Choose to Challenge agenda right now.
Madam Rosina, what is the MPRA and other pension players doing to actually solve some of these issues that we've identified?
Wonderful. When MPRA came into existence, or let me say the last statistical report states that only 3% of women save.
What?
Only 3% of women save. And it's that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So MPRA started by saying that no, women cannot be left behind. We need to rise up to the challenge. So we started. Then, informal sector and women are synonymous. A lot and a chunk of women are in the informal sector. So about 4 years ago, MPRA started this kind of challenge that, look, we need to woo all the women to be on pension. Okay? You cannot afford, the women has higher life expectancy.
Yeah.
Again, during retirement, they live longer. This men will leave them along the way. I won't say that's for sure, but definitely.
No offense to the men. This is a fact that you're stating.
It is a fact. Okay, so you have a lot of, responsibility as a woman. I mean, during your old age, and can you imagine if you have not made any preparation for yourself, how would you live? Let me give an example of my mom. My mom was about 73. We were raised, she's a trader. And we said, no, mommy, you need to go home. You don't need to be coming to the shop any longer. Just be at home. My other sister will take care, and then we will all contribute something at the end of the month and give to you. And we started this. Even some people did not contribute. But at a point, this woman started changing. She changes how sometimes we'll say, oh, stay there so that when people come. But at a point, we say, come to me, come to this one, and then she keeps rotating. And then one day, she was there with me. At a point in time, she wasn't feeling happy. I realized that her mood has changed. So I called her, Mommy, what's wrong with you? You just tell me. You are my friend, Let's talk. And then she was like, I look some way. I think I don't have it. I said, oh, why? What do you mean by that? She said, no, look at me. I have worked from my childhood to this time. You said I should come home. Now I don't have any money on me. When people are talking, I can't talk. I don't have that self-confidence. I said, wow. In fact, I was shocked. And then I went, I said, Mommy, but we give you everything you need. Food, what do you need again? He said, no, I had to put some money on my, in my purse so that I can also do something. And indeed, when I started giving her the money, when there's a funeral and we had to go and our normal traditional greetings and all that, When we go there, then she will take some of that money, maybe 20 cedis, and say that take this one and buy some pure water for the funeral. And he's so satisfied with that. You could see that the joy of her doing that is so strong. And she's happy. From that time, she changed. So at the end of every month, at least the little I get, I have to give her some. If nobody, brings some, she has something to keep and she can give to her grandchildren as well. And she feels good at that. So it's the same way. Those of us working today, if you are a seamstress, you're a hairdresser, you sell at the market, whatever you do, and you at the point in time, you can't do these things any longer. So you don't have money. Your children might say that they are taking care of you. They are providing food. They are providing your clothes, medicals, and everything. But if they don't hold that kind of money in their hands, they are not. This is what they have done for a long time. So they are not comfortable with staying cashless. Okay, so it is good for all of us to look at this aspect of things and then challenge ourselves, start preparing, especially in the informal sector, like I said. No age limits. You can start today. Challenge yourself today, even as I speak. Whatever you do for a living, start today. And those of us in the formal sector, it is not only what the mandatory scheme talk about. We should also challenge ourselves by going the extra mile to save something for our future so that we have a better tomorrow. So that is what I'll urge our women to do.
Mr. Sakib, can you please walk us through what the People's Pension is actually doing to help us do this on a day-to-day basis? Sure. Because as Madame Rosina said, most of us are going to live past our retirement. And exactly. Your mom was at least fortunate enough to have you. Some kids, after 1 or 2 years, they are tired because they have their own lives to live. So how do we ensure that we include our financial well-being in our development?
Yeah, thank you. So People's Pension Trust, as a regulated entity under the Pension Authority, the NPRA, is set up to operate both the formal and the informal schemes. And we've created the informal scheme to enable us enroll anybody, especially the informal sector. So market women, taxi drivers, cocoa farmers, mechanics, anybody can contribute. And we've made it very easy to sign up through our USSD code, *789 *111#. Here you can sign up and you can agree to contribute regularly, whatever amount, 1 CD, 2 CDs, 5 CDs, and you can set yourself up to automatically save towards your pension on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And under the law, this pension, half of it is secure towards your pension, but half can be withdrawn at any time as a sort of savings product. We recognize that the informal sector, which is special, has certain needs, and we see that people sometimes, due to emergency requirements or to invest in their businesses, need to withdraw some of the money, and we've allowed that under the law so that people have access to this money. It also enables confidence. People feel very comfortable. Once they've withdrawn the money, they're comfortable that the money is there, and we see that they save even more. We've also layered on a life insurance product as part of this package. We also recognize that in the whole informal economy, life insurance is also very important. So we've layered on life insurance product to help take care of certain needs at that unfortunate event if it should happen. And then our big focus now is also on helping people upgrade their lives. So to get them involved in financial literacy or training in any way. But fundamentally, by signing up to this USSD code, *789 *111, you can sign up immediately and start saving immediately. We also help you to calculate. So we have a small calculator which helps you calculate how much time you have left to pension, and so how much you should start saving now if you really want to continue living the kind of life that you're used to at this point. So that also gives people a good indication of the amount of money that they will have at the point of pension.
Thank you very much.
A little to what he said. So all those innovative programs that they have for women, okay, because the NPRA also thinks about women, what we did was to review some of the guidelines for them to make it conducive for them to be able to do all that they are doing. Again, the MPRA itself on its own also has some programs that have been instituted in order to woo these women, like I mentioned. There are programs like the market activation, where we go to the market, meet the women one-on-one. There's something like the mobile sensitization program as well, that we also move to the market, wherever the women are. We meet them, we talk to them, we go with our music. We also let the trustees, like he said, they also follow us, they accompany us, ride on our backs to the marketplaces where women are gathered. And then when we talk to them and they buy the idea, they sign them on immediately, okay, on the spot signing up. They do that. And then again, we have outreaches. We go to the regional capitals. We work with the district assemblies. We also work with the UNIWA, Union of Informal Sector Workers. We work with them also to woo these women as well, because they have associations that they belong to. And therefore, when we meet them, we talk to them about pensions, and more of them do sign up with it. And in fact, let me tell you that even as we speak now, the informal sector, especially in the third tier, which is the personal or group pension schemes, we have about 30 schemes currently running, and we are still counting, with an AUM, or assets under management, of about 180 million Ghana cedis.
That's amazing.
So there has been a great improvement, and we are not resting on our oars. We are still working as we should.
We can talk about pension all day long.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam Rosina Kofi, for being with us. She's a Deputy Corporate Affairs Manager at the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. And of course, Mr. Sakib Nazir is the Chief Executive Officer of People's Pension Trust. Thank you both for being with us. And happy Women's Day. I hope you go back home and enjoy your holiday.
I'd like to wish all women a happy Women's Day. Challenge yourself, my sister, my mother. Challenge yourself. Happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Day to you.